Hi, Mkwaje. Thank you for clicking on this video and thank you for choosing my content. Thank you to my new subscribers. We are 100 plus. I think we are heading to around 150. Kindly please, if you're watching this and you've not given me your subscription, there is no any other favor that is great than you giving me your subscription. Please subscribe. Like 40% of people who watch my content, you've not subscribed. Why? Have I given you any reason not to subscribe? Kindly give me your subscription. So to my returning subscribers, always I mention you and say thank you. You've been with me since day one. And to every new subscriber here, I thank you so much. And I wanted to give a shout out to a few of you, but I cannot remember the exact names vizuri. But in the next vlog, I'll remember. I'll tag every one of you who keep mentioning and engaging on the comment section. Yes. So today we are talking about just one thing. One thing. I'm not taking a lot of your time. We are talking about YouTube. Will I be here on YouTube forever? Am I planning to stay in YouTube? Am I planning to document everything I do in YouTube? What was my initial plan when I came to YouTube? Here we go. Let me reintroduce myself again. For everyone who is new here, I'm Lilian Mothengi, and many people, or just a short form of Lily Mothengi. And if you've not watched my story growing up, kindly go back and watch so you'll get to understand where I'm here today. So I've told you my names. I'm Lily Mothengi. Kindly follow me on my socials. Every social media platform, I'm Lily Mothengi. I don't think that there's any other name. And if there is any other name like mine, kindly check on the pictures. You'll be able to identify me. My occupation, I went to medical school. I'm in the medical field. I'm also a business person. Yes, and I'm a mother. Blah blah blah. Yeah, the rest is not important to everyone. And so, why did I decide to document everything that I do in YouTube? Why did I decide to open my YouTube space? Uh, People may say that, or others may say that I'm exposing myself too much, I'm giving too much information outside. But this is not your life, it's my life. And I always say, if this is not the kind of content you want to watch, if this is not your cup of tea, please, there are many restaurants out there. Kindly go and watch that. I know there are people who will relate to my content. Politely just pass. So we all have lives, and our lives journey are different, and we all have different experience, and different occasions in our life. And the truth of the matter is, no one cares what you go through in life. Here is the thing: no one will ever care at any point what you went through your life. There might be nice people there will have a thought about your life and feel sorry for you, or they might decide to encourage you. But the biggest percentage of people out here, people will never care how you've lived your life. So it's survival life. You survive by what you know. So having said that, I want to mean that every one of you akona journey tofauti kwa maisha yake. Let me say that in Swahili. Everyone has different history in their lives and different history in their life's journey. So we all come across different challenges, and we are brought up in different backgrounds. So for me, I was brought up in a mixed background, and having gone through that, I experienced a lot of childhood traumas. And if you do not know this story, kindly go back to my vlogs, you'll see all that. So growing up with grandmother, changing environment, being in a blended family, experiencing separation of my parents, experienced different people in my life, in the parents' perspective. Losing my best caregiver was my grandmother, whom I loved so much. So I found myself having a lot of anger and a lot of bitterness in my life. And let me say, I've lived for the person whom I am not. And I turned out to be a bitter person. I was bitter. I had anxiety. I started having low self-esteem. I started being an introvert, and that's not the fashion of person that I know since I was a child. Since all the childhood traumas come to manifest when you're in your teenagers, I think. When you're in your small age, I think they do not manifest because you're still a kid and you're still processing them in your head. So I had all that bitterness. I turned out to be an introvert, low self-esteem. I never believed in me again. I never loved myself. I never felt that I'm in a better space to be a better person. I felt that other people they have more privileges than I am, or rather than I can get, or rather than I had. English, no. So I turned out to be the wrong person, the wrong version of me. And I decided when I was getting into that is, and to be specific, when the year 2023 was coming to an end, I decided, let me do, sorry, let me do a better version of me. And let me start by documenting my life. And through documenting, to be honest, have healed. And even I have friends who tell me, where did you get all that courage to document, to do this, to talk to people? You are not like that. You are always a coward. You never wanted to associate with anything. It's because I realized by me talking, I'm healing. By me expressing myself, I'm healing. And number one, I wanted to tell my own story. I didn't want someone else outside to tell my story because people always give the wrong version of you. Do you get me? And so I wanted to document my life and create better memories for me. And since all the memories that I had in my memory were bitter memories, there were no memories that I could say this was the best memory, if I may say. So I decided in my 30s, let me try and document memories that I will be proud of and memories that I will sit down and say, yeah, I did it. And memories that I'll sit and say, I did this different and this was different in this way. Do you get me? And I want to live the real me. And I want my existence to have a place to refer. Do you get me? I want I decided I want my generation, my friends, my kids, my relatives, whoever whoever is part and parcel of my life, when I'm no longer alive, or because at some time all of us will be dead, I want I want the people who will be left behind to have the correct record of me. And this came through in my mind because I was trying to get the memory that I can have of my grandmother. Remember, I said I hold my grandmother so dear to me, but I do not have any other memory or a document that can show me this is what my grandmother did, and this year she was doing this, she was doing this. I do not have all that memories because I do not have even a picture. Also, of my late auntie, whom I loved so much, I do not even have a picture of her. I do not have even a video clip of her that can remind me of her. I do not have anything touchable that can remind me of her. Like for example, you see this head scarf that is right here. This used to be my mom's scarf when she was she was young. I think when in college or before college, yeah. And I just found it one day, many years. And this is one thing that reminds me of my mom, whether we are talking or we are not talking, whether in good terms or we are not in good terms. This is one of the memory that I have from my mother. You get me? And I want my life to be, to have the exact, I want people to have the exact me, the exact story about me. For example, when my grandmother passed away, people had a lot of different stories about her. She was a witch, she did this, and yet knowing very correct that my grandmother was that kind of a woman that you'd love to have in your life. But people outside will give the wrong ideation and the wrong information about you. This is one thing that really pains me a lot. And I normally say, I wish I had a record of her. I wish I had just like a short clip of her that will remind me of her. And do you think if she had something that and document, if she had documented her life, do you think that people could have given wrong information about her? For example, me, in most of my videos, in my vlogs, you've known that I'm a business person. You've known that I'm in the medical field. You've known that I'm a mother. The day that I'm not here, will you trust any other person telling you that I was a policeman? I was a policewoman, sorry. Will you trust another person who will come and tell you that I was a chef? Will you? No, because you have the correct information about me. Because I've documented my life. And media says no one will come and erase what I have stored about me. You get me? Sorry for beating around the bushes, or rather the corners. I know you've gotten the point. So also when my auntie passed, I do not have anything like touchable or anything with the memory about her. I do not have that. And also about how she passed away. Was she sick, or what happened? What kind of sickness? People have a lot of information which are wrong. And I say, what if there was just a document or just something to show what happened to her? People will not talk something negative about that. And for the biggest part is I want to see a change in my life. Why am I documenting all this? Because I want to see a big change in my life. Because for the longest time ever, I've lived the wrong version of me. I think I've said that several and I repeat it. I've lived to know that I cannot make it. I've lived to know that I'm a failure. I've lived to know that I cannot do this and I cannot do this just because something wrong happened in my life. And I say, let me live to document the best part of my life that will give me memories and say, I was able to shift from this side. I shifted from this side and I'm in this side. Let me live and say, I was able to be the best businesswoman in my area. I want to live and see the best thing that came out of me, exactly, precisely what I was saying. I want to live and see. I want to document that best part of my life that changed someone's life. And I want to document that part of life that was a highlight of my life, and or rather highlight of my moments. Do you get me? Yeah. So in short, I'm here to stay. I'm here to, inshallah. I'm not saying that uh, it's a must for me to be in YouTube, but I'm saying if it's God's will, I will be here. And also my will is to be here to document every step of my life and to celebrate every milestone that I make. And also anyone who is interested of doing this, just do it. For me, it comes as a form of healing, and for me, it comes as a form of changing and having another step, going to another stage of life. And for me, it comes as a form of expression also, because when you have childhood traumas, it's said that at a certain point of life, you are not able to express the correct person you are, the right person, or the better version of you. You get me? Yeah. So anybody who needs to document their life, or anybody who needs to record something about their life, not a must through the media. You can also document it in your notebooks. So yeah, for me, I believe that I'll make someone relate to this. I'll make someone change their life. And it said you can start all over in your lives. For me, starting this YouTube channel and starting to do things different, I felt as if I'm starting my life all over again. I believe I felt as if I'm starting my life all over again in my 30s. You get me? I hope you understand what I'm saying. And I hope to give you more. I hope to make a lot of memories in YouTube. I hope to travel more, give you more content, and yeah, make more and make a big difference in someone's life. Yes, that's all I had for today's sit down. And kindly, if you've not subscribed, I will repeat again: subscribe, give me your subscription, and I will be happy to grow together with you. Yes, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.